Alright, what's happening, people? Let us get in this game. Bottom left-hand side, it's going to be Rum Reaper with Yuki. Top left-hand side, it's going to be Vince with Fluffy. Top right, it's going to be Platika with Crab Control. And bottom right, it will be Rainer with Gymshark. Taking a look at the units tab, it is going to be much of the same. Everybody's going range. Spectre with a few Marauders in the mix. Nothing new to report here. This is the part of the game where everybody tries to get control of the Xel'Naga towers. Let's find who is going to get it. Scan does go down from Rum Reaper. He's trying to get control of that tower. He's actually trying to force out a few units from Gymshark. He's in a superior position right now. So let's see how that fight concludes. Fluffy actually winning the fight against Platika. Platika bringing in some resources, but it might be too little too late. The reinforcements may not be here in time, and I think Fluffy is going to be able to dominate both of these armies. He has a nice concave here. He does decide to back out as Platika did bring some additional units there. He has some units at home. But he's making use of what he has for now. Meanwhile, it looks like Rum Reaper might actually be losing this fight. Gymshark is pushing in. He's got a lot of units rallied. He does have the stim for the Marauders. He has concussion shells. Rum Reaper now the stim of his own, but I think it might be too late. He's actually going into a concave here, and the splash damage is actually really starting to hurt him. So he is going to back out, and he didn't use any saves or anything like that, so it looks like Gymshark will have that for now. And we have, of course, our Infestor for Fluffy. Naturally, always a Fester for Fluffy, early game. Now, we have seen him in previous games transition into a High Templar, which is a little strange, but we have seen it happen before, and we'll see if it happens again. And we are now starting to see the first bit of elites come out. Rainer with a battlecruiser. Let's see if anybody else decides to go with Ravens, Oracles, maybe even some Vikings to counter the BCs. And look at this, Rum Reaper's actually fighting Gymshark on both fronts here, both top and right side, and Rum Reaper actually losing that fight. I can get the score real quickly. It looks like Gymshark's at 759, and Rum Reaper's at 610, and his army is only at 116. Versus Gymshark's 246. So nice little victory there in that fight. Meanwhile, there is some fighting between Yuki and Vince. And it looks like Rum is going to come in stimmed. Possibly forcing Vince back. Let's see if Yuki tries to buy something. He does. He buys a medevac. Scan also going down from Orange, trying to see that high ground. I think Vince is trying to eliminate any vision, but it looks like Yuki will retain it. Even a small little drop coming from Gymshark on Rum Reaper's compound. And I think he can definitely afford to do this, as he did win that early fight. Destroying the compound would be nice. Double BC now for Rainer. And there it is, a Raven actually coming out from Vince. The Infestor now with 35 kills. Crab Control does have triple fucking. He landed them in order to boost this army's power. But the BCs are coming in. They do have enough for Yamato. Are we going to see it, or is he going to save it? Possibly even saving up a little bit of money so that he can get a third BC, but he got fungled. And Rainer actually lost a lot of his army right there. Secret Missile goes down on these troops. But I think he actually connected here with the Vikings instead of the units. And also Fluffy lost his hero. I'm not sure what killed it. It could have been this ghost. It could have been the units. But it looks like Crab Control actually, with a little bit of miss micro, lost some of his Vikings. He's lost one. The other one is really, really low. That really sucks that Fluffy lost his Fester so early. Scan goes down from Gymshark. Gymshark does have or did have this control for a while. Now Rum Reaper has it. And I don't know if Gymshark was able to get Rum Reaper before getting this high ground advantage. He is going to retreat. Meanwhile, there was a little bit of pressure from Yuki on top side. It will be pushed back. Let's take a look at the points tab real quick. Fluffy is in the lead, but remember, he did lose that Fester. So if he decides to revive it, part of his points is going to go into that hero. So it looks like Gymshark may actually have the real lead, followed by Platika and then Yuki. And Fluffy is not too far behind, but he is going to have to get back that Infester. Let's see if he does. I think he actually has enough to revive it. Let me check. He does, but he's not upgrading it just yet. He may just be deciding to save up. It is at the 9-minute mark, so he might just be able to save up for those Goliaths. That could be his intention. And then we may see that Fester come out a little bit later. All right, we have double Raven actually now coming out for Vince. And look, a little ghost coming out from Yuki. Let's see what Yuki's going to do with that little ghost. Could possibly be here for the Ravens. Now, it looks like Raynor did buy an upgrade for the BCs. So they do have that extra blocking potential. There's a flight on the left side Xel'Naga Tower. Yuki does load up. It looks like he was able to possibly EMP one, but not the other Raven. He does have enough for one more EMP. But the Ravens wisely staying back. And now Raynor coming in with these triple BCs. Oh, this could be bad for Rum. Let's see if he has this rallied for a savior. He does not. So they do not have to worry about a savior just yet. Fluffy coming in now. He should have those Goliaths. Yes, he does. Of course. He wouldn't play without those Goliaths. Come on now, guys. Platika does have a ghost. The scan does go down. He's trying to see if he can find that ghost. And look, there's actually a siege tank from Crab Control. There's a double siege tank. Possibly to stop any block any drops that come in. Meanwhile, Gymshark is continuing to put pressure on this barracks. He's actually doing a really good job. Rum Reaper is down to only 27 unit supply. So it looks like Yuki has really shut down Rum Reaper. In fact, looking at the score, he's only at 1,600, while Yuki is at 2,000. And it looks like Raynor and Gymshark are at 17 and 24. So 24 from Gymshark compared to 16. Yeah, that's going to hurt. In fact, there's a big drop here. He may even decide to save. He does, because he doesn't have any unit supply. He's only at 53. And, oh, he was even able to pick off some of Raynor's units right there. I don't know if you guys were able to see it. And Yuki is also here, possibly to pick off that BC. He is moving a little bit, and I think Raynor saw it. He did put down the scan. The EMP does go down, and he was able to get all three of those BCs, and he still saved his ghost. Meanwhile, there is some fighting. Top Xel'Naga Tower. Crab Control still has these double Vikings. He also has the double tank. Sorry, triple tank. He decided to go triple. Now, Fluffy does have his Goliaths. They are at 2-2. Let's see if he gets the medevac. He definitely needs it for the type of play style that he does. So I'm sure we will see the Medi possibly with the Medibays, so that way they can heal when they are inside the medevac. It's great utility. And here's another drop from Gymshark. He's trying to continue to put pressure on Rum. He only has 131 unit supply. He's down to 118 now. He's actually getting kind of double teamed from Raynor here. And a barracks does finally go, or sorry, a bunker goes down. But is that going to be enough? Because the BCs are going to be able to pick it off if he's not careful. Perhaps a missile turret might have been a little bit more effective, maybe right here, just to kind of back away those BCs, because the BCs are feeding so much on these units. In fact, Yuki even trying to come in to support, he knows that his units are in trouble. Marauders are at 0-4, so they do, you know, a lot of damage, but there's just not enough of them. The army supply is so low, it's down to 60. Yuki is here now. He does have Goliath, so that is going to help tremendously on keeping away those BCs, as they do have superiority over air. In fact, they just got a couple volleys off. Do they have multi-lock function, though? Let me check. Let me check. Yes, they do. He actually has the multi-lock already, so that's going to be really, really effective against the BCs. Hopefully, he will be able to push those away, no problem. And Gymshark actually coming from behind, trying to pick off Fluffy. Fluffy is in between Crab Control, Platika, and Gymshark, but he was able to get away. Nice micro from Fluffy. There just wasn't enough units from Gymshark. Kind of more of a scare, really, than a jump. So he didn't quite get the jump on Fluffy. Just wanted to scare him just a little bit. Keep him on his toes. Let's take a look at the points tab real quick. It looks like Gymshark is still in the lead. Platika actually catching up. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Vince has been able to take the lead. It looks like he's making great effect out of his double Ravens. I think he only has one Raven, though. Nope, he does have two. And he has not upgraded just yet. He is still on that Marauder tech. 3 attacks, 0 for the Marines. Fluffy is still at 2 attack. I think he got a hit point upgrade. I think they default at 300, so I think he got a little bit of a hit point upgrade. Let's see if he continues to do that. And Rum Reaper finally has some unit supply. He's up to a 360 now, because Yuki came in with those Goliaths trying to push back the BCs. But Gymshark is, or I'm sorry, Rum Reaper is still losing a bunch of units to Raynor and Gymshark. In fact, he's even going up on this hill, and that is no good. Raynor is picking him off. He only has 1 attack, though. So he may be relying a little bit more on the Yamato rather than just the pure attack damage of the BCs. And Fluffy kind of way overextended here. He's actually pushing back Gymshark. Looks like he was trying to get some of the action at the bottom Xel'Naga Tower. And Vince able to hold this topside Xel'Naga. But Platika with the sneaky sneak right here. He could possibly get this Raven. I don't know if he sees it. There is a scan that goes down. In fact, Fluffy is right here. Does not see it. Here he comes. Is he going to get the EMP off? Oh, I think he actually went for a snipe rather than an EMP. The scan did go down and he was destroyed. Nice awareness by Vince. And Platika deciding to go into Hybrid Destroyers, I think anticipating that Fluffy was going to go Goliath, as that is his typical gameplay fashion. Destroyers are much more effective versus Goliath, so that will be a nice counter. Let's see how effective that's going to be against bottom right. Neither one of these players has switched their mechs. They're relying on pure T1. And Fluffy is now getting in the mix. He actually had to drop himself. Rum Reaper trying to get in between Fluffy and Gymshark. He's facing 2 armies right here. He did back out. Looks like Yuki with those Goliaths trying to do the damage on these BCs. And oh no! He was actually able to get one of them, but the other ones are escaping with just barely any hit points. The heals do go down. Is Raynor going to get the 3rd BC, or is he going to only keep these 2? He is saving up a lot of money, though, and I smell air. He could possibly be planning on going with some air play. We have seen Mutalisks played with great effect, but there are Goliaths on the field. There's actually double Goliaths, so I'm not quite sure if he's going to go with Mutas. He may actually decide to switch to something else. Perhaps Raves, perhaps Voids, or I don't know. He could possibly be saving up for a hero. I mean, it's just too hard to tell, too early. But we will find out soon enough, as soon as he gets the money. And look at this, even a dropship rating from Rum Reaper. In fact, I want to see the points real quick as we are watching this drop. Looking at the points tab, Yuki has been able to catch up, getting Rainer's units and getting that BC, but Vince is still in the lead. Fluffy's actually catching up as well. Crab Control falling a little bit behind, and Rainer actually falling behind, but a lot of that is because he has not spent his money yet. So as soon as he spends his money on a new unit, it will take some time because he's going to have to build up those units, but he will be back in the game as soon as he gets the army supply. And here comes Fluffy. He's actually getting in between both these armies. The Yamato cannon goes down, but it looks like, no, he's actually EMP'd. So the Yamato will not connect. And Rainer almost losing this battlecruiser to Fluffy. The range on those Goliaths are just so crazy. They are currently at 3 attack. Platika is at 2 attack hybrid destroyers. And Control has not switched his tech yet. It looks like he still has 2 attack Spectres. He did, wait. He did lose 1 siege from the looks of it. He does still have 2 of those Vikings, though. Let's see how he's going to put them to use. And a High Templar coming out. Who got that High Templar? Was that Fluffy? No, actually, that was Vince. So Vince decided to go with the High Templar, and he has double Raven. Still has not switched his tech yet. He's still at 3 attack Marauders. And a Savior actually coming out from Team 4, pushing back Rum Reaper. Did he lose his Medivac there? He did. Rum Reaper did lose his Medivac in that exchange. Fluffy now trying to push into the base of Crab Control. Crab Control does not have enough to withstand this. In fact, kind of being used as a human shield, really, so that the hybrid destroyers can get in on this action. And now he's trying to face Fluffy head on. He does have that high ground. He does have overcharge, and Fluffy knows that he is going to escape. And a Kahlo. Oh, a Kahlo from Crab Control. Okay. He could even possibly be looking to upgrade it into that amazing Chibi Kahlo. Let's see. The Chibi Kahlo does have reduced range, but it is much faster. So let's see if he decides to keep the range. Now, the Colossus is not super effective against Goliath because, unfortunately, the multi-lock does affect Goliath quite a bit. And a Savior, that was the last Savior that came out from Gymshark. He actually tried to connect it and it missed, but the BC was actually able to get the dropship, but he lost a BC, and he might also lose the second one. Oh no, Gymshark is actually in a lot of trouble. He's facing 2 units right now. Rainer does not have an answer. He spent his money, but what did he spend his money on? I just don't know what he spent it on. But I guess it really doesn't matter. It's a little, too late. They are out of Saviors. This is going to be it for Team 4. Very early loss here for Team 4. It's only at the in-game 26-minute mark, so that was actually a really fast kill. Fluffy with the LOL. He's saying, I can't believe these guys got killed so early. But that can happen in a pre-made. Even though bottom right was putting tremendous pressure on Rum Reaper, it looked like Yuki with those Goliaths were just somehow able to feed on those units. I think Rainer had a kind of a late switch. In fact, I don't even think he switched anything. He did spend his money on something, but I was not able to catch exactly what it was that he switched it to. So, unfortunately, with not enough units and not switching in time, he was overwhelmed. So I think we have enough time to take a look at the points just to show everybody where everyone stands. Yuki is in the lead from getting the CC and from killing those armies. Rum Reaper is still a little bit behind, but he's not as far back as Crab Control. But Crab Control does have the double Colossus, and he may want to heal. He actually has an anti-hero tower, so he can't heal the Colossus. He may even want to go middle just to do that. It's usually better to have a full hit point hero than a half hit point hero. That's just so risky. He's asking to get dropped, especially by Fluffy, as he does have that tremendous range with multi-lock. So that is super scary. Ooh, and he got sniped. Nice snipe by Platika, and you know Fluffy is pissed. He was typing. He did not move out of the way. Oh, no. So you know he's going to be pretty pissed about that. And he's getting dropped by Rum Reaper. The storm goes down. It does pick off a couple of units. It even got a little bit of the medevac right there, so he is going to need to retreat. And what? No, how did he lose that ghost? The scan did go down, but how did he lose it? Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I wonder whose ghost that was. Was that Fluffy or Vince's ghost? Guys, if you happen to have seen that in the chat, please let me know. That's the problem with the arena games. It's sometimes a little bit hard to keep track of everything. When my camera is over here, I can't quite see what's happening over here. If only I had a bigger screen or was able to zoom out even more. I'm not sure what the solution would be. Maybe I'll have 3 different accounts join the game as observers. We'll have 3 different monitors. We'll get the whole setup going. No, there's no way I'm ever going to do that. Alright, so Fluffy with the Savior, and I think he's just trying to pad some of his losses. He did lose that Medi. So that Savior is going to push him to still maintain his position, but Yuki is almost 2,000 ahead of everybody. He's a little bit over 1,200 at the very least, maybe 1,300. So, you know, that does matter, especially if he can continue to snowball. Let's take a look at the units and just see his Goliaths are at 5 attack. His Marines are at 2, no upgrades. I'm pretty sure that his Goliaths are fully upgraded. Yes, they are. And Rum Reaper is at 5 attack Marines. He does have the range upgrade, and the Marauders are still at 4 attack. In fact, he's deciding to engage. The Stutter Step is okay, but he's got a lot of units behind that's not really engaging there, so while Stutter Step is nice and gravy, he's kind of Stutter Stepping units that weren't even doing anything, so... Looks like Fluffy with the drop. He is going to lift off, and he does need to be careful of those ghosts. They are very sneaky, and there is a ghost right there from Platika. He just wants to snipe those Medivacs. Let's see what he's planning on getting here. What you doing, Rum Reaper? What are you getting? Are you getting an OBS? Is that what you're getting? What are you getting there? He may have gotten Marine upgrades. He did. He did buy 1 range for his Marines. Scan goes down. Looks like these Colossus are going to take on Rum Reaper, and they will be quite effective. Colossus is very good versus Marines, and the Marauders are just not quite stim enough, I don't think, to... or strong enough, even with stim, to take on this army. In fact, Crab Control has a huge army supply. He's at 630 currently. Platika is at 500, and Rum Reaper is currently at 587. Everybody has over 500 supply, but that could change with these fights. Now, it looks like Rum Reaper is actually taking on 2 armies at once, and that's usually never good. In fact, he decides to back out, and look at this sneaky sneaker right here. What is he doing here? What you doing there, buddy? Oh, do you see a ghost there? Oh, I don't know if he saw the ghost. He may not have seen it. In fact, let's take a look real quick. I'll go to Platika's cam. Oh, he did. He did see something. What did he get? Did he get that ghost? He must have recalled. I think Yuki was able to recall. But wait, Platika. Oh, he does get the EMP off, and he recalls. But did he lose it? No, he didn't. He was really close, though. It got pretty low on hit points. I don't know if you can see here. It's only at 600 hit points. So the recall does reveal, and if the units are strong enough, sometimes that reveal is not good. So kind of risky there, but he was able to get out of there. He did EMP the ghost, so the ghost is only at 39 energy. That's not enough to EMP or to snipe, so that will keep that ghost out of the way for now. Look at all these units, though, from Rum Reaper. He's got 5 attack, not quite fully ranged, but he is going to be able to destroy these units here And the Spectre is only at 2 attacks, so he destroys those as well. He may even need to lift off these Vikings. I don't know. They're going to get slowed. Oh, no. Yep, down goes one of those Vikings. And here we go. Platika in with 5 attack. That is going to be super strong versus Rum. He is going to need to retreat. In fact, a storm goes down on Platika, but it hardly even phased him. Wait, no, actually it did. It took down a lot of his army. And Fluffy comes in with the kill. Even a double drop on the other side from Yuki. And with the Vortex from the anti-hero tower, it is going to save some of those units for now. But a storm goes down on the Colossus. There's tons of scans happening. And even losing... What was that? It's 400? No, he lost one of those Colossus in the mix. Who was actually able to get that? Was that Yuki?
Your allies are in battle.
Oh, it's hard to tell. I don't know if it was Yuki or not. I'm not sure if he was at 900 or 9,000 before that fight or not. If only there was a leaderboard right there. And look at this, even a sneaky little obs for Platika. That is so cute. I wonder if Platika is keeping it there so that he can go in and snipe that ghost to try to protect his partner Crab Control from that ghost. In fact, let's take a look at that ghost, see where it's at. It does have enough for EMP and for snipe. So here we go. Oh no, what's happening here? Yuki and Gymshark. Oh no, they're in a little bit of trouble. Fluffy with the Viking here, but oh, I think his Viking might even be picked off. No, somehow Yuki's Medi was able to survive. It does lift off those units. And Yuki's Ghost is still chilling here. Let's find out what'll happen. I can't believe Fluffy got all the way over here. Even the drop coming down from Yuki, picking off the Viking. And Fluffy is still trying to punish these units for going in and killing off his Viking. So a little bit of a fun back and forth going on there. Between these players. Even the storm going down on Rum Reaper. Rum Reaper's units are kind of low. He's only at 197. He's actually at 201 now. Oh, Sneaky Ghost. What is this? Yo, Sneaky Ghost, what are you doing? Oh, he's moving a little bit. I think he wants a piece of these Colossus, and he might even be able to get it. Oh, the Colossus is so weak. It's going to get sniped. Ooh, and it does. The Seeker Missile tried to hit it, but no, it was actually going to be Yuki who was able to pick that off. A very nice play, and look at that, Yuki, just like that. He's at 11,000 now. He does eke forward. He's a little over, at least 1,000 over everybody else, at least from the ones on the leaderboard. Here for Vince and for Fluffy. But he's really starting to pull ahead of just about everybody. Raynor has been defeated, so his points do not count, but Crab is really falling behind. And this could be a problem, especially now that he's losing a lot of his Colossus. So it's going to be up to his partner to really start to feed. In fact, speaking of his partner, he has that ghost. A lot of scans are going down. He knows that the ghost is there. Oh no, and he actually moved into it, but ooh, he was able to pick off the ghost. Unfortunately, for him, the concussion shells were just too strong, and it slowed him so much. Fluffy is also going to kill this Colossus. His dropship, his medevac, too strong, but you know what? Yuki's going to take this opportunity while they're distracted to put the drop down on Vince. Is this going to be enough, though? There's a storm that goes down. The medevac did get hit, but it will survive. He's actually trying to pick off the army here, even going for that medevac, and that is going to be blocked. And here we go. The mini Kahlo is coming, and I think the reason why he's decided to go mini is because he did lose it to that dropship, but the mini Chibi Kahlo is so fast, he's going to be able to outrun just about anything that comes his way. It does reduce the range, but I think if he stays with the army of Platika, he'll be just fine. There's a big fight. It looks like Rum's units were split a little bit here. He was fighting Platika, trying to get away. The snipe did go down on Fluffy's Medi, but it was actually able to survive, and he even picked off the ghost. So it looks like Yuki is going to lose that ghost finally. There is still a sneaky McSneakerson for Platika, and even trying to hold mid crab control. He does still have that Viking, that one lonely Viking, and here we go. Let's see what this sneaky ghost is going to do. What you doing, buddy? You gonna go find yourself something to snipe? Yeah. Alright. Let's see what he kills. Is it gonna be a Medi? Is he possibly gonna look for the new ghost? I'm sure that a ghost is gonna come out for Yuki. In fact, as soon as this fight is done, I will check for you guys at home. Ah, the things I do. Things I do for you. Okay, there we go. There is the ghost. So now you know. Now you're aware. Because knowledge is power. Alright, here comes Vince. He did stem up. He's going to try to cut off some of this army. Oh no, and Reaper actually moved into the army and Vince absolutely destroyed it. I don't know if that was a misclick from Rum or if he was trying to split some of his army to save the rest of it. But he ended up moving quite a bit of the army back. And now his army is a little bit low. He was getting some upgrades there. I think he was getting them for the Marines. Yes, he did. He got the range upgrade. He did get an upgrade for the attack speed. It's not full yet. But looky look. Looky look. Oh, no, Fluffy. Oh, Fluffy was actually able to destroy... Oh, no, I thought it was the ghost that got destroyed. It was the Medi. I thought Fluffy dropped down and killed the ghost. The ghost blended in so well with that army. It was actually a snipe. In fact, Yuki trying to snipe the Medi too, after he just bought another one. And oh no, it actually got sniped again! No, he was able to heal it. Oh no, freaking way. Did you see that? He dropped his units and at the same time healed up the Medivac. He almost lost that Medi. These guys they're trying to just destroy Fluffy's confidence here. With this Medi, he lost it once before. But I can't believe he was able to save it like that. But look, a drop actually come down from Yuki. Surprisingly deciding not to focus anything except for the support tower. That is interesting. And is he going to get the barracks? The barracks is so low. Nope, I guess it's going to stand for now. But without that support tower, he is not going to be able to heal it. So that was kind of a nice pick-off. Interesting exchange from Yuki. He's going to have to get that that dropship and drop the barracks. It's so close to being dead. In fact, speaking of the Medi, guys, it looks like Fluffy lost his Medivac once again. I mean, oh my gosh, this poor bastard just keeps losing his Medis over and over again. These guys are punishing him so much. And surprisingly, Vince is still holding onto this barracks. The units are moving in. They are actually now focusing it, but it's still at 300 supply. Oh my gosh, let's take a look at the points tab real quick. Yuki is at 13,000. Fluffy and Vince is at 11. Platika is at 10. And Rum and Crab Control are still a little bit behind. But there is a Chibi out for Crab Control, so at least there's a little bit of utility in the army. And the Marines are getting stronger. They are at 80 hit points, so there is some hit point upgrades. He does not have the full attack speed yet. And it looks like Fluffy's saying, gotcha. I think he got the ghost. He did. He finally got Platika's ghost. He killed McSneakerson. That's a shame. How is this barracks still standing? It's at 302 hit points. What is this? What am I watching here? I don't know how he's able to save this. There's drop after drop, and in fact, if this keeps happening, if Yuki can't destroy the barracks from Vince, Vince is just going to keep feeding on these units, and that's actually going to benefit him quite a bit. So he is at 12 and 12 with his team. Yuki is at 13-8, and Platika at 10-7.
Our allies are being attacked.
So he's got to be careful. I mean, the teams are already in the lead for Team 2 just from the team points, the combined team points. So even though Yuki is technically in the lead by himself, with his team points combined, he's just a little bit under Team 2. And of course, Team 3 is in last place. That Chibi, 98 kills. It's at 2 attack. It does 82 damage every hit. So it is still a threat. It's very effective. I wonder if he's going to try to get out 2 of them. Or if he's just going to keep the one. We do have the 10-minute pass. Vince losing these units to the Chibi Kalu. It's at 111 kills so far. Platika at 2 armor 6. He does have some hit points. Tons of hit points on these Goliaths. 9 attack. They do 40 damage each shot. That is crazy. But going after the destroyers, I don't know. The destroyers do counter them, but that 9 attack is so strong and so deadly. Somehow able to push him back despite those destroyers counting him. He must just have a bigger army. Rum Reaper even now trying to drop. Is he trying to feed on the units, or... Nope, I guess he's just trying to feed with the units there. That's what it looks like. He's just trying to feed Team 2. So an ineffective drop. The Ghost is back. Mick Sneakerson lives. But there is no other Ghost out on the field. Really, I think it's just a little buffer for protection. Maybe just to snipe down those pesky Medis. Which is exactly what it's good for. Let's watch the adventures of Mick Sneakerson. What's he gonna do? In fact, let's take a look at the vision tab, just see what he sees. There is a scan coming in. Here we go. Is he gonna EMP the buildings? What are you planning on doing here, buddy? Alright, I can't keep my focus on him for long because look at this. There's actually a drop that came down from Rum. It was successful. He was able to get that facility, but it is only a tier 1 facility. He's going to lose a lot of troops from doing it. In fact, Rum dropping down here, he does have the high ground, but that Chibi is going to really put the pressure on him. So he does retreat, but not before taking that Xel'Naga Tower, because why not? I mean, you're there. Might as well grab it. But it was quickly returned. In fact, double Chibi. This is what I love to see, the double Chibi. There is a drop down from Yuki, and how is the barracks still alive? That's so crazy. I mean, I know it's only tier 1, but get rid of it. It's money. I mean, it's like actually, it's gaining hit points. This is blowing my mind. All right, time to follow Mick Sneakerson. Let's see what the little guy's planning on doing. Oh, is that Medi in trouble? Nope, they do retreat. He got a little scared there. He's a shy little guy, you know. He's kind of scared a little bit here and there. There is a Medi drop. He tries to retreat. All right, enough of the Mick Sneakers cam. Let's see if Vince is gonna finally lose this barracks. This is blowing my mind. It is still alive. Oh my gosh. Is he even healing it? I don't even know if he heals it during these exchanges. Here we go. It's gotta be gone. It's gotta be gone. There he goes. Finally, even a savior coming out from Fluff. he does get both of these armies. He is able to keep his armory intact. But my gosh, that barracks lasted forever, and this is exactly what I thought would happen. Yuki was kind of feeding with a lot of these drops, and so what's happened is that Vince and Fluffy are now starting to catch up. Their total team points are roughly around 29,000, almost at the 30,000 mark, and the combined team score for Team 2 is only about 16,000, so, or 26,000, sorry. So there is definitely a point discrepancy, and that does start to add up after some time, so unless these teams can do something, possibly continue with the drop pressure, I just don't know. I think Team 2, especially if they kind of play a little defensively while they bolster up their armies and get more and more money from these teams, this could put them in the lead. And that was kind of a cool little funky stun that he just tried to do from that drop. Unfortunately, we caught the tail end of it. I hope that we see more later. Alright, where's Sneakerson? Ooh, Sneakerson picked up something here. I don't know what it was, but he picked up something. And this is why we need to stay on Sneaker Cam. I wish I had a graphic that I could pull up. It just said, you know, Sneaker Cam. The life of a ghost. Such a lonely one. Look at this. None of the other people want to play with him. Aw, poor ghost. More dropping. happening from Yuki. Storms. So strong, though. Oh my gosh. Really mostly just feeding here, so it seems. Just want to take a look and see if there's any sneaky drops happening. I don't see anything. Double chibi. Let's check out the ghost. Where's the ghost? There it is. It's just chilling out on base. Scan does go down. Platika at 3 armor, 7 attack versus 9 attack Goliath. But look at the hit points. They don't even have any armor. If they had armor, it would be even more effective. Like, even just 2 armor would make the hit points even better. So hopefully we will see some armor come somewhat soon, I hope. I will try to send my mental brainwaves. Because with all those hit points, oh my gosh, a little bit of extra armor would be huge. But here we go. Ghost Wars has continued. Yuki reviving his ghost. But there is still this hero ghost sitting at base, just waiting, watching. Soon he will stalk his prey. And I think he's going to pick off Yuki's ghost. We've seen it happen before. So let's see what Yuki's planning on doing with his ghost. Is he going to get a medi? Look at this. Oh, wait a minute. What is this sneakiness? Oh, there's a double drop here. The scan does go down. There's even a drop getting ready from Yuki. I think they're planning on doing something sneaky. In fact, Fluffy is outside of the base right now, which means that the base is exposed. I think the ghost is really just there for vision. Are we going to see a triple drop, or is he just staying there? What is he planning on doing with this? This could be devastating, especially if the other team does not see it. And oh, this Chibi Kahlo is so close to dying. Oh no, there was some miss micro. And somehow he was able to stay alive. It looks like Platika's ghost is really far away from the firefights. Just kind of chilling out on the bottom right. Possibly just to grant a little bit of vision in case anybody wants to be sneaky. But the base defenses are destroyed. They have to wonder what's going on if the bases are destroyed. And look at this. Vince does not have a command center. Fluffy does have his medevac right here in the middle, though. There is a scan. And I think, honestly, I think they must see Rum. Hold on a second. They know that Rum is there. Oh, no. They can see that Rum is there. Rum overextended. He's past the zone where they can see. They have to know now. They have to know. In fact, let's take a look at the cam. Let's see if I can switch to Vince's cam. Maybe he's looking. Nope, he's doing some sneakiness. He's doing some sneakiness there, possibly looking to get a drop. Let's see if Fluffy is looking in that area. Nope, he's looking in mid too, so even though they're on the radar for whatever reason, they don't really see him as a threat, but he did overextend himself just a little bit. This ghost still chilling back at base. This other ghost also at base as well. And here we go. There's the double drop. So unfortunately, not really getting the big sneak down. He's just trying to get some air positioning, or I'm sorry, some high ground positioning, so he can pick off some of these units. There's still a ton of units from Vince, but look at this. Rum Reaper is totally going to destroy this army. Maybe he's not. Oh no, Vince's army is just too powerful. He had a huge concave, but within all that lag, it just was not enough. I don't know if Rum was stemmed or not, but oh man, Vince just tore through him. He's got 10 Tech Marines. They do 21 damage at 6 range, and his Marines only do 16, so despite having the same attack speed upgrades and range, he just does not have the same attack, and that's how he was able to win. So he does still have one of his medis. Does he have the other? Let me take a look. No, he did lose one of those medis. So the double Doom drop has been thwarted for now. In fact, I want to take a look at the points tab, and I think I can. I think we're safe to look. Let's take a look. Yuki is at 19,000, but Vince and Fluffy are at 17,000. Still about 2,000 under Yuki, but their combined score just keeps growing and growing and growing. I want some more ghost adventures. Here we go. What is that ghost doing? He's in position. Where is he going? I wonder. Oh, there's a Medi. Is that Medi going bye-bye? The Medi's going bye-bye. And a recall. Very nice. So Yuki, he lifted off all those units and then instantly lost it. Look at all the scans going down to try to find it, and you ain't gonna find it, boy. And Rum Reaper deciding to switch into 6-attack Zerglings. They do have some hit point upgrades as well. Let's see if he switches them to Cracklings. He has not switched them yet. He could even... Oh. Guys, I think I know what he's planning on doing. He may not even switch them. He had the double medevac last time, and I think he might be planning on doing a double Baneling drop. I would love to see if that happens. Nice use of the nuke. He was able to pick off the base. He did kill his own units, but he was able to pick off the Merc production. Nice positional nuke by Yuki. And Fluffy could lose his medevac here if he's not careful. 7 attack Marines now for Fluffy. 9 attack Elias with that 620 hit points. It's so crazy. I would love to see some armor on those units, but you know what? That's fine. It's fine if we don't see it for now. But guys, I was correct. I was correct. If you look, there are 103 Banelings, and they are lifted off in this medevac. Could I figure out how to talk? I keep messing up my words. One of the Chibi Colossos go down. Rum Reaper, is he going to get another Medi? He does. He risks it. But here we go. We now have 2 Medis, and you know what that means? The double Bane drop. And who's he saving it for? I think we all know exactly who's going to get it. Top left's going down. Down, down, down. Are we going to see some more ghost adventures, though? Where's that ghost? Here we go. What's that ghost going to do? He's looking. He's looking. What you looking for, guy? Oh, does he see that hero? He just walked past the hero. No, he actually EMPs and snipes him. And gets the recall. More excellent ghost plays in Rum. Oh boy. Let's just take a moment of silence here. As Rum Reaper just wasted all of those Banelings. He mixed them in the army, which you never do. And the army blocked pretty much all of them. And that allowed Team 2 to kill every single one of those Banelings. Including a Medi. So please, everybody, just take this moment. If you can, please send a private message to Rum Reaper. Call him a noob. At least twice. Let's see if he decides to do it again. I think he should. I mean, he still has one of those medivacs, right? No. Actually, he lost him. Okay. So he may not be able to do this again for a while. He had the right idea. I think he just had the wrong opportunity. And when he decided to take those units head on, his Banelings were in the mix of the armies, and that is never good. You want to drop them by themselves. That makes them much more effective, and they're much better on structures too. So the smarter, wiser decision would have been to go straight for the command centers. And unfortunately, that's just not what happened today. Vince pushing Crab Control back, even pushing Platika back, and look at this, Fluffy's actually on the high ground. There's some siege tanks here that are going to get picked off by Fluffy. And this could be actually pretty bad for Team 3. They are losing quite a bit of army supply. They are both under 400 each. And that is never good in SD. Fluffy is also around 300, but Vince has a pretty good army too at 300. So somewhat even. They're not in too big of a threat, but if that army was any bigger, they would be in a lot of trouble. And Rum Reaper did decide to upgrade into Cracklings. I don't blame him, since he needs to get some money somehow. And look at this, the nuke possibly going to hit Vince. Swing and a miss. I mean, I think he got a few units there, but nothing too special. Even Temples now coming out from Yuki. So deciding to switch up from the Goliaths into Temples, trying possibly to counter Vince's units. But is this going to be enough? I don't know, man. Rum Reaper needs to collect some money. He's only at 600 minerals-ish. There he goes. So he's going to need to get those double medevacs back, and he's going to need to rebuild all those Banes. Luckily, Banes are not extremely expensive, but he's going to have to at least raise the money for the double medi. Let's see if he plans on doing it again. I still think he should. Alright, there is a lull in the action. Let's see if we can go to our ghost cam. There's our ghost cam. While we look at the points, Yuki is at 26,000. He's still somehow able to get so much money. He's just winning the fights, I guess, against Team 2. Team 2 is at 20,000 each. Platika is at 21. Crab Control is actually starting to gain a little bit. And Rum Reaper is a little bit behind. He has fallen into last place. I think he was ahead of Crab Control by 1,000-ish or so, but he is now under from a couple hundred. No Medivacs, though. Which means no Bane drops for now. Here comes the nuke, and Vince is going to disregard it. He's going straight into the base. There's a ton of lag here, though. Is Yuki going to be able to hold it back? No! He actually picks off the mercenary base. So the mercenary compound is gone. And Rum Reaper is going to need to spend money to get that back out. He does. I hope he gets those double medivacs, though, with those Banes. There's going to be a time when Team 2 is going to overextend or be a little bit low. And I really want to see the double Banes. That would be awesome to see a fight between Team 1 and Team 3. It'd be a little bit more balanced. But look at this. We have some more Ghost Adventures. Let's take a look and see what she's going to do today. Is she planning on getting a hero? Or is she going to EMP possibly the support tower? Maybe both of the support towers. Oh, here she goes. Sneaky. What you going to do? I think we're going to get an EMP. Trying to save up, I think. The scan does go down. Platika coming in with this army. But no, actually deciding not to EMP. What is Platika planning on doing? Looking for a Medi? What you looking for, buddy? Ooh, he was looking for a Medi and Fluffy. This happens so often to Fluffy. He's gonna be so pissed. In fact, he wasn't even moving. I could almost tell that he was raging. He had to have been raging for that. He's probably like, son of a bitch. They keep sniping my Medi. Like, all game long, they've been doing nothing but sniping his fucking Medi. That's hilarious. Poor Fluffs. Poor Fluffs. Alright, let's bring this unit tab back up. Still no double Medis out for Rum. I don't think he's going to try it again, guys. I think he's going to try to play it a little bit more safe. He still has the 6 attack on the Marines, though. He has a little bit of armor on the Cracklings. He's got a lot of hit points, though. And seriously? Seriously. Did Fluffy just lost his medevac once again? Oh my gosh. Please. Please keep doing that. There it is. Fluffy is so pissed. He says, Platt, you're such a retard. He says, what a loser, what? He's so angry. Oh, thank you. Alright, there's a lot of lag happening right now. There's actually two fights going on. There's one on the side from Yuki. He is possibly trying to nuke these units, and Vince didn't move! Oh no, he didn't move, and he actually lost quite a bit of units from that. And I think that's going to leave his gateway exposed. And there was some fighting in the middle, but that has subsided. So right now there's a scan going down from Vince. He's trying to anticipate any drops. Still no double medivac for Rum, though. And Fluffy is being pushed back by Platika. Oh no, they may not have the army supply to handle this. Yuki might be able to come in behind Crab Control. They might. This might be the end of Team 2. Their army supply is really low. 170 for Fluffy. Vince is down to 232. This is a critical moment. Vince still has that High Templar. But is it going to be enough? Vince! Vince! Oh no! Ooh! He actually took a big hit there. No, Vince loses the compound. Even Crab Control coming in. He's actually hurting Rum Reaper, so this is actually really good for Team 2. This is going to buy them a little bit of time to get that compound back. He does have... Oh, he's trying to save up, guys. Look at the money. He was trying to save up. He was trying to get an Archon. But I don't know if he's going to be able to, especially with this hero ghost from Platika. Wait, Rum Reaper? Oh, he gets triple tank. Don't get triple tank, buddy. Nah, you don't need triple tank. Just get those double medivacs, bro. Get the double medi and do some serious Bane dropping. He totally had the right plan, too. He just, unfortunately, failed on the execution. I don't think he wants to do it anymore, guys. Alright, let's see some Ghost Adventures. What you doing back at base? He's just chilling. And he's cloaked. Crab Control pushing forward. There's not really enough army for Rum Reaper. He does do a recall, but whoa, those chibis almost killed those tanks. Oh my gosh, they are so low. Wait, did they kill one of the tanks? Because there's only 2 tanks here. He must have actually killed one of them. And there was like a nuke. It must have got canceled. Now, if you do cancel a nuke after it launches, you don't get the nuke back. All it does is stop it from going off. We never do know what happens to those nukes after they're launched, but they never come back down. I mean, where do they go? Somebody's gonna get nuked. Team 2 somehow able to survive. This would be a great moment for Banes. I would really love to start seeing some Banes in the mix. Alright, guys. The compound is down. Fluffy is trying to hold on, but he's lost too many medis this game. He does have a siege tank down. He may even decide to get more. Vince is in trouble. He keeps having to rebuy the compounds. In fact, he's trying so desperately to get out a hero. I know that's what he's saving up for. But he doesn't have any army. In fact, I think he stopped his marine production. This is going to be it for Vince. He did not have a planetary fortress. And that's it. GG. He had a lot of money saved up. Unfortunately, he did not put it to good use. And Vincent trying to attack. He tried to attack his own compound. The salt, man. The salt is so real. Okay. So it looks like it's going to be down to Team 1 and Team 3. Rainer is still in the match. Vince is also as well. So they are probably watching from above, looking down, smiling upon us. Let's take a look at the units. 16 attack with 6 armor here for Platika, and he has 7 attack, 3 armor temple zelts, lots of hit point upgrades. If we want to look at the Marine hit points, they are at 115. In contrast, Rum Reaper's units are still at 6 attack, 1 armor. They do have some hit points, but he does have a secret weapon. He has the double drop Banes. He does not quite have enough, though. Oh no, he's making the same fatal mistake. He's bringing units. You should not do that. I mean, like, it's good to have units in the back. It definitely is, but if those units block the Banes, then it's no bueno. You know, there's nothing that you can do. The army is going to pretty much obliterate it, but it is nice to have some units in there. Because if the Banes don't do the job, the units that are dropped down will. So hopefully he drops the units with the Banes first. And here we go. There is a lot of lag. But is he going to be able to do this, guys? I don't know if they're looking. And there's no base defenses. Here he goes. He's stimmed. He's going for it, guys. Drop your units. Drop your units. There he goes. He's finally dropping. There's still a lot of units that aren't out yet, though. They're still in the medis. There we go. And Rum Reaper was able to pick off the weaker of the two, Crab Control. So nicely done. He did not get all those units out of the medis. There was still a lot of units in that medi, so it was actually giving them plenty of time to respond. In fact, there was a support tower here he could have recalled, but they just did not respond quick enough. So it looks like it's going to be down to Platika versus Yuki and Rum, and Yuki's got 36 compared to Platika's 30. I don't know. I think Yuki is going to have it. He's got 220 hit point Marines. They're at 13 attack, 3 armor. Yeah. Poor guy. Even with our amazing Ghost adventures, it just was not enough. There's some smack talk coming out of Rum Reaper. I don't know if that should be happening right now.